India Legal, stories that count.
Hello and welcome to another exciting issue of India Legal. We bring to your attention this week another story which is something that a lot of people talk about, but most journalists and reporters don't write about. And we call it the Great Barrier Relief. It stems from a story that goes in our court section. The Delhi High Court has asked the police about the protocol for putting up barricades, many of them which are unmanned and cause harassment to commuters. Guidelines in this regard are not followed. Taking note of the presence of unmanned barricades in the national capital, Delhi High Court recently asked the police to apprise it of the protocol being followed by them in setting up these barricades, which have become an absolute nuisance to the public. This matter of barricades was taken up by a division bench of Justices Vipin Sanghi and Jasmeet Singh. They initiated the PIL on the issue after taking cognizance of a letter addressed by an Om Prakash Goyal to the Prime Minister, which in turn was sent to the court for taking appropriate action. The communication highlighted the misery being faced by the general public on account of unmanned barricades all over the city. According to Goyal, it served no purpose and caused blockages in the free flow of traffic, causing havoc and harassment to vehicle owners and the general public. Relying on various news reports, he alleged that such unmanned barricades led to wrong traffic jams and hold-ups. The issue raised by O.P. Goyal requires considerations since the unmanned barricades on the roads prima facie serve no purpose and do indeed cause inconvenience and harassment to the public at large. Such barricades are also being used to set up and run kiosks for parking vehicles, the bench observed. In this connection, the court has called for a status report from the Delhi Police Commissioner, the Delhi government and the Union of India on the issue at hand, and slated the matter for further hearing on April 13th, 2022. Now, in October of last year, a petition was filed before the Delhi High Court raising concern on a similar issue. The plea filed by advocates Birendra Bikram and Banke Bihari on behalf of the Jan Seva Welfare Society, which caters to the social, educational and cultural needs of society, said that one of the reasons for huge traffic jams in Delhi was unnecessary barricading on roads by the Delhi police, resulting in undue hardships and inconvenience to the public. Mismanagement and unprofessional attitude of the Delhi police, and I'm quoting this, in installation of iron barricades on several roads all over Delhi causes grave hardship and inconvenience to the safety and security and welfare of the public. That's what the plea read. The petition highlighted a 2018 standing order issued by the Delhi police relating to procurement, maintenance and operational usage of mobile barricades, wherein detailed guidelines on the use of mobile barricading were actually enumerated. It has, however, been alleged that the guidelines have not been adhered to and remain on paper only. Now, here are some of the guidelines. I'll go over them for you. Number one, there's no need to display the names of police stations on the barricades. The barricade should display the names of the district or unit these belong to and should be numbered in a systematic manner so that they can be accounted for in the event of any loss or diversion. 2. Before a barricade is put up to use during the night hours, it must have necessary fluorescent paint, reflective tapes as well as blinkers so they are visible from a long distance. Here are some additional guidelines in addition to the ones I've just enumerated. That while checking of vehicles is of prime importance, the safety of the staff as well as of road users is equally important. Placement, distance of one barricade from another should be done in such a manner that the staff performing duties can protect themselves in case of any overspeeding or dangerously driven vehicle hits the barricades. Now, while alignment of barricades should be done in such a way to ensure that traffic slows down for checking. At the same time, it should not be placed in a manner that it cannot be negotiated, especially by heavy vehicles. This should be ensured by frequent checking by the SHO, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, and the district unit of the Delhi Police. Also, the barricades or pickets so installed meant for vehicle checking should be stationed at places having maximum illumination on the road so that the picket staff may have proper light to carry out the checks, and motorists could also see them from a distance in order to slow down. Now, there's little doubt that mobile barricades serve an important and effective tool for the maintenance of law and order in the country, in addition to regulating the flow of vehicular traffic, ensuring security checking at VVIP functions, checking crime and apprehending criminals. However, of late, it has been noticed that these are being used by the police in a haphazard and arbitrary manner and are often left unmanned, causing traffic problems apart from projecting an extremely poor image of the police in the eyes of the general public. They're usually put up in a haphazard manner. You have policemen who are supposed to man these things sitting on chairs by the roadside, smoking or gossiping. Cars are usually stuck in huge traffic jams trying to negotiate these iron monsters, which remind people of a police state rather than a democratic run country of a democratically run country of a democratic nation. It's a good thing that the courts have taken notice, and we hope that a reform will come sooner than later. You can read this story and others like it on www.IndiaLegalLive.com.
India Legal, stories that count.